Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Southern California and national investor network for home advocates. I'm joined by our literally our international correspondent on the subject of investors, Steve Love. How are you today, Steve?
Fine, thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back. I was off for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. So let's get back into it. We're looking for investors across the country who want to work with defaulted properties. Click the information down below, go to Steve's website, call Steve directly. We want you to join up with our RIA and our group. I'll be doing special trainings for that group to help you guys start working with defaulted homeowners, which takes us to today's topic. Let's start with, where are investors right now? They seem to be buying up the market at an incredible rate, at an unbelievable amount of prices. Is this a topic that's coming up in the group lately? I mean, just trying to get their hands on anything they can get?
In most areas of the United States, certainly where we are here in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, yeah, things are still pretty smoking. Now, I have heard rumors that in some markets, new defaults are starting to creep up, but the market values themselves are still pretty hot. So I don't have the crystal ball, but maybe you do, Lee. But,
well, I kind of do. For those of you who are watching this, who are in investing, you want to get involved in default properties, join Steve's group. I'm doing special trainings all throughout the year on teaching you guys how to get involved and how to meet with homeowners who've missed payments. There are 3 million of them coming online, and that's a whole thing. What I'm fascinated with is almost the blind purchasing power of investors who just seem to be very hungry to make all cash offers. It's not a very good strategy. I want to talk a little bit about strategy today, which is, you've worked with some of the best investors in the country. And it seems to me that investors are putting a lot of their money into the market right now to get their hands on property instead of leveraging and borrowing money. Is that sort of the sentiment within the RIA right now?
it is with what I'll call speculators.
Okay.
And we don't teach speculating. You know, we teach investing. We like to buy below market from motivated sellers. I mean, traditionally, the way that realtors and investors go after those, they start with a certain niche, like expired listings or probates, which are fine. You know, we think going after those in default are the ripest, because these are folks that pretty soon, almost all of them, we're going to have to sell. And if we put ourselves in the way and are friendly with them and they like us, if we smile, we'll be there to buy the house or list the house, whatever.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And if you're watching this wondering all these different strategies, again, join Steve's group. I will be doing trainings all year long. I'm going to try to make it a point of being there multiple times, if not just for a few minutes, and giving new strategies on working with these homeowners. I really want to stress this. Investing all of your money into a property based on an escalating market that's at the top of the market is a horrible strategy from my perspective, as someone who has worked with the best investors in the field and also a former banker. You're speculating that this will continue, and that's really hard to state, because as you look at the investors right now, they're jumping out of the stock market, they're jumping out of Bitcoin, they're jumping out of this, they're jumping out of, like, they're all over the place. And this isn't a very successful strategy. I mean, the most successful strategy is to meet a homeowner, get it below fair market value, right? You can take 10% right off the top, get it financed, or get the amount financed, and then put renters in it. I mean, the rent, how are the rents doing up there right now? Getting 5 or 10% constantly on my money as an investor seems like a great strategy.
The rents are smoking. And even if we were to have another downturn sometime this year or next year, whenever, if we look back at 2008, 9, 10, the rents increased during that period. Even when people were losing their house, they got kicked out, and now they got to find a place to live. And so I don't expect rents to be going down. I really don't. And as far as the speculation thing goes, we like to buy not just below market. We'd like to put little or maybe in some cases no money into the property. We can take over property often. We have to find a certain kind of seller, and that just might happen to be the person in default.
Absolutely. If you sign up from watching this video or you call Steve, I'll personally spend a few minutes with you and teach you a couple of strategies on how to work with distressed homeowners. Take advantage, click the link down below. Anything you want to tell anybody who's interested in getting involved with the RIA or getting involved with distressed properties?
Well, they've got the link below, but if they want to learn more about our RIA, just we have two RIA links. One is prosperity-through-realestate.com and RIALasVegas.com, or maybe it's Las Vegas RIA. I always get those mixed up. And they can find out when our meetings are, what the topics are we're discussing, and maybe a little bit, there's some articles on there they can read and so forth. And they can find out how to get a hold of me if they want to get a hold of me, and down below they can get a hold of you.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. If it's as simple as remembering Home Advocates, Google it. You can call us. We'll get you to Steve. We'll get you to me. We'll be happy to meet with you. We'd love for you to join the RIA. I would love to help educate you on how to work with homeowners. It's all included for a very simple, low price of joining Steve's RIA. And I'm happy to teach everybody all summer long, especially with me going out to Vegas with my daughter going to college nearby. I'll be more involved, especially with the Las Vegas RIA. So take advantage and get involved. Anything you'd like to add for this week, Steve?
Well, I think it's a great time to get involved, even though prices are going up and it's a seller's market and it's kind of hard to buy right now. You get all your education out of the way now and learn how to approach those distressed sellers now. And pretty soon, we think you're going to be in the driver's seat.